handwriting, we'll do a bit of number formation again, and then we'll just look at a letter in this booklet again. All right, so find your number 1, and we'll start with that one. And like always say, go through and see, are there any of these numbers that you might need to practice a little bit more? And if there is, choose some, have a good old practice, and then when you've done that, we'll go on to number 7. So pause until you've practiced the ones you need to, and then come back. So number 7 is just 2 lines really, and you don't take your pencil off, you just do a straight line across and then like a diagonal one down. Okay, so straight across, diagonal line down. I'll do some down here, straight across, diagonal line down. Now some people do their 7s like that, but in school we don't do a cross through them. Alright, so it's just straight, diagonal. Make sure it is diagonal, because if you did that, it could look a bit like a number 1, or if you accidentally start that line diagonal, it could look like a number 1. So you've got to really make sure it's a straight and a diagonal, so it's a really clear number 7. You see how slow I'm going as well? I'm not rushing, just taking my time. So have a go at those, and when you've done those, we'll go on to the letters. And then when you're ready, again, like I always ask you to do, have a look at these letters, have a look at the ones you've done on the line. Do you need to practice the R or the N again, or the M? Have a look at those. Do you need to practice any? And if you do, that's fine, because that's what we do at school, isn't it? We practice and practice and we practice. And then when you're ready, so you might want to pause if you've got to do any of those, we'll finish by doing the letter P today, the P. Okay, so you've done some numbers and you've done some practice of the letters, and let's do this one. So it says the letter P is the rubber ball family, is in the rubber ball family. So when you write it, start at the top, drop down, keep going, bounce straight back up, and like a rubber ball, curve all the way round. So what you need to remember is then you just go straight down, but you don't stop when you get to the line. You go below. It's got a descender. Go back up like you were going to do an R here, look, and then all the way round, and like its tummy sits on the line. Alright, so this part is a normal height, so it hasn't got an ascender, so it shouldn't be as tall as a L, and this bit sits on the line. That's important, because sometimes people put the P on top of the line in their words. If it was a capital letter, then it would do. Okay, right, let's have a look then. Can we do this one? So we're going to go down below the line, and then we've got to bounce all the way back up. Remember to leave that knobbly bit at the top, and go over like we're doing the R, look, but you keep going round back to the line. So very carefully, take your time, bounce up straight, and then all the way round. So if you ever go at doing those, so pause this until you're ready for the next bit. And then when you are ready, we'll have a look at it sitting on the line. So like I was saying, can you see? It's tummy. I wish I knew what they actually were called, because I can't imagine a letter has a tummy, do you? Sits on the line, and then his tail here, look, goes below. So start here, go down below the line. It's got a descender. But back up, leave that knobbly bit, and go round back to the line, but make sure your belly sits on the red line here. Alright, so down, up, around on the line. Do that again, down, up, around on the line. Now, what you've got to try and do is also make sure the tail here goes the same distance below the line. You don't want one that goes wee down there, and you don't want one that goes a little teeny bit down there. You want to try and keep them all the same. So if there was a a Y or a G or a J or a Q, that all of the descender parts are the same length. Right, pause, and you do those. And when you're ready, just to finish, of course, we put the letter P next to some words. And like I was saying, it's the same height as the normal letters, but it has a descender. So we start at the same height as the A, go down below the line, back up, over, and make sure you do the belly bit on the line. Okay, I'll do one more. So the same height as the O, down below the line, bounce back up all the way around. Alright, you finish those and then we'll read the words. Now, when you've done those, let's have a go at reading them. I think these are really easy words, especially at this time of year for reception. So no sound buttons unless there's something we have to underline, okay? Right, go for it. Read that one quick. Tap. Right, this one. Go, quick. Top. This one, quick. Pop. This one, quick. Pip. This one, quick. Cap. Last one. Before we do it, do you spot anything? Should do. If you don't spot it, get your eyeballs cleaned. This one. Right, now read it. Go. Ship. Right, well done, Puffins.